Okay, so this is the second part to finding cold and warm leads. What we're going to do right now is we're going to focus on actually searching jobs boards. So, again, there are all different types of jobs boards. What I have done is I have actually put tabs up here, sort of bookmark them, and when I open up one of these tabs, it will automatically have searched for physician assistants in a specific area that I want. So this is one that it's already a PA site and a nurse practitioner site, but let's go and I'll show you a better example of that, and that would be to like go to Indeed. So I've already coded this. So physician assistant, Connecticut, and what I've done is I've actually saved this, and then I put it in a tab right here. Okay, so let's just go with Indeed. Now again, Indeed is one of those aggregators. It means that it takes and pulls jobs from all different websites and aggregates them into one huge mass of positions. So we can look down and we can see all of the different opportunities that are available. Let's click on one of them. Connecticut Pain Care. Okay. All right. So what do we find here? We have a fast-paced specialty office seeks motivated individual for satellite office 1 day per week. Is that a great opportunity? Maybe not. It's 1 day a week. It's not anything that is going to be that easy to find. We can come back to it. Never hurts. But let's try and find a better opportunity. And I did see one up here. Again, this is the first page. Now, this is actually a client of mine. I've worked with them before. You know, well-established, highly regarded gastroenterology practice in Norwich, Connecticut. Okay, sounds good. The only issue is that this part of the state is not the most popular part of the state. That's the southeastern part of Connecticut. And again, knowing my territory, I know that this might be a tough position to fill. I've spoken to them in the past month because I, again, have seen this on this website, and they've told me that, they're interviewing people and what have you, but I think I'm going to give them another call and just to see if they're interested. This job posting has been out there for a while. They're still looking apparently, so you never know. So we'll come back to that. Let's take a look at another example. We'll go to back to Indeed, but APRN. So now what you'll see is that I've actually asked Indeed to search for two things: nurse practitioner and APRN. Now they're the same thing, but a lot of times what ends up happening is that a practice will post a position for an APRN or an NP, okay? And while they're doing that, there are nurse practitioners that are putting in nurse practitioner, not APRN, and therefore the two will never necessarily meet. So you'll notice that ends up what happening here is that you're getting different results. So let's close out of this. Let's just start fresh. Okay. Let's take a look at what NP has to offer. Okay, so nurse practitioner, it pulls up results like nurse because it's in there and nurse. This is a nurse practitioner. So that worked for that. Now let's put this in quotes. Let's see what happens. Now remember what's here. Let's see if we get any different results. And we definitely do. Okay, so what this is doing right now is searching for the exact term nurse practitioner. You can do the same thing with physician assistant. Now, you can even actually put in physician's assistant, and it will get different results every time. Now, practices will definitely be putting in physician assistant, but sometimes they'll put physician's assistant, not knowing the proper terminology. Here's another one of my favorites that a lot of practices will do. They will put in the orthopedics. So they will post a job posting. They're an orthopedic practice, private practice. They're looking for a physician assistant, let's say, for their orthopedic group. Well, the funny thing is that there's two ways to spell orthopedic. Here's one of them. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so you've got that. Now there's a different way to spell orthopedic, and that's to put that A in there. Now remember what's on here. Now let's see what results we get. We get something different. Okay, so again, practices will make the mistake of spelling something incorrectly. It never gets out there. You have to be able to search for all different variants of physician assistant, physician's assistant, PA, nurse practitioner, nurse practitioners, APRN, so on and so forth. Those are all different search terms that you can put in, because imagine if you're a physician assistant and you're looking for an orthopedic job and all you do is you put in like ortho. Well, you're not getting much here. It's definitely not a very good search, but a lot of times a practice will just put that in. They'll just put ortho, and that's how they post their jobs. So this is something that you really have to play around with, because every time you change this and what you put into this, you're going to get different results. And again, even if you do something like Stamford, Connecticut ortho, okay, you're getting pretty similar results, but now let's put in orthopedic. Different results. Orthopedic physician assistant. Take a look at this, and we're going to switch, and we get a whole different set of results. And of course, here's physician's assistant. Very interesting. Let's just take a look at that. So it's not producing every type of result that way, but we're getting different results. There's a lot of different things that you have to just pour through just to see, what's out there. And again, we just keep going down at the bottom, going through the various pages, but you can see there's a lot of calls to be made on here. So let's take a look at another site, and this is Healthy Careers. This is another one that is something where practice will go directly to this website to post. So, you have a lot of different opportunities on here. Let's try and find a private practice. A lot of these are definitely hospital owned, you can see. A lot of them are hospital owned. Now I am contracted with this group here. I've contracted with them. Let's go to the next page. And by the way, these change all the time. So this is a position that I currently have right now. So let's take a look at that. Okay. So yeah, I mean, here's an example of a human resources department. They have posted onto this website. It's pretty straightforward, but again, it doesn't give a lot of information that I know that the nurse practitioner or PA are going to want to see. So just to give you some ideas to how these jobs boards look, what a PA or APRN will search for, as well as the different types of websites, the aggregators, the medium-sized websites, as well as those small ones that we were talking about before. But I hope this gives you a good idea in terms of how to find new business and how to navigate some of these websites.